He's really good at reading his opponents. His height is actually going to help him a lot.
I don't doubt Volk's ability to compete against Islam.
Volkanovski is also strong.
He's got so many tools that could play a big part into him actually winning the fight.
He's not cutting weight. All right, next prediction. We got Volk versus Islam is more competitive than people think and an absolute banger.
I want it to be.
Yeah.
I want it to be.
Same.
There's potential in that for sure, man.
Yeah, I don't know, because everyone is saying how strong Islam MACHACHEV is, you know. I'm sure Volkanovski is also strong. There's a reason why he's dominating these featherweights, right? There's a reason why he's so much better than them.
Yeah.
You got to remember he was a rugby player. And he weighed something like
200 pounds.
Yeah, 200 pounds, something crazy like that. So this guy was big, man. He's huge, you know. So he has natural strength. And he's short as well. And I think his height, his height is actually going to help him a lot because it's a lot harder to hold a short fighter down. It's a lot harder, you know, because it's easier for them to prop up. They don't have to do as much work.
The shorter limbs.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So definitely, I think it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be more competitive than people think. Majority of UFC fans think it's going to be a complete domination from Islam. But yeah, I don't know how to. I think it's going to be a very competitive fight, but I don't know how it's going to look like. You know? I'm really curious to see how Volk defends the first takedown, the second takedown, the third takedown. And then you know, and then we'll see from there. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very competitive fight.
Yeah, I think it's competitive. It's going to be the most competitive one, man. Because I don't doubt Volk's ability to compete against Islam one bit. Just because he's shown us already how dominant he is in his weight category. Yeah, and adding a couple kilos on his stature and body, it's gonna make him a lot stronger and a lot more stockier, and it's gonna be harder to take a shorter and stockier guy down. And when it comes to the stand up, that's the big thing that I'm curious about seeing.
The stand up's going to be very interesting.
How is he going to be able to close that distance with a bigger fighter? Islam being a bigger fighter, and I oh man, because the thing is that Volk is just really smart when it comes.
He's got a lot of IQ. He can read. He's really good at reading his opponents. And knowing how to reading their
reactions.
And then knowing how to battle that.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And he's got tools to be able to open opportunities so that he can get closer. You know, he's got his leg kicks are incredible, right? So he's got so many tools that could play a big part into him actually winning the fight. Right?
Another thing to consider as well is that he's not cutting weight. Islam is cutting weight. So he's coming in there with more energy, you know, a lot fresher. So
that's a great point.
It's going to be a good fight for sure. It's going to be a good fight.
Banger.